Sometimes people ask me, what is chemistry and earth science all about? It was not until I went on a trip to South Dakota and Wyoming that I discovered a good way to answer that question. While on this trip, I had an opportunity to spend a night on Bear Butte. Bear Butte is a lone mountain just east of the Black Hills. This place is sacred to the Lakota and Cheyenne. After gaining permission to spend the night from the Lakota medicine man, I climbed up on the mountain to spend the night. As the sun went down, a storm passed close to the north. I was able to look straight over at the clouds as the lightning blazed and the thunder clapped. I felt like God was putting on a 4th of July fireworks celebration just for me. As the sky grew darker, the Lakota began their chant for all the two-leggeds, making their vision quest on the mountain. When the sky grew completely dark, the stars came out in all their splendor. The stars were magnificent. It felt like I could reach up and touch them. The Milky Way looked like a river of stars, and I could appreciate why it was given the name the Milky Way. As I looked up at the universe, I was reminded that some stars were over 1 billion light years away. This meant that the light I was seeing from some stars left over 1 billion years ago. Not only was I looking at a star which was far, far away, but I was actually seeing in the distant past. After a long time of beholding the wonders of the universe, I fell into a deep sleep. I dreamt that I was traveling back in time to the moment of the star's birth, which I had just been watching. I saw a nebula form as the gases collected and compressed until heat and pressure was great enough for nuclear fusion to begin. Hydrogen fused to form helium, and helium fused to form another element all the way up to iron. Billions of years were passing by, and then I saw a huge explosion, and the star burst in billions of pieces. In that instant, all the rest of the elements were formed and simultaneously scattered throughout the universe. After many millions of years, some of the star matter was pulled back together, and a new second-generation star was born. Our star, the Sun. Part of the stardust formed our blue planet some 5 billion years ago. As I dreamed, I came forward in time, and I saw plates moving, continents coming together, and mountains uplifting. I saw volcanoes erupting in violent explosions. Water is a traveler on our blue planet. Water weaves together all living and non-living things, an intricate tapestry of color, light, and motion. So much a part of our routine that we forget that water, a gift of nature, is life. Water, by constantly seeking the lowest ground, can wear away the hardest rock. Water is one of the few substances that as it freezes, it expands. It does this because of the hydrogen bonds that water forms when it freezes. In the solid state, water forms a beautiful six-sided structure. If water did not expand when it froze, most of the world's water would be trapped at the bottom of lakes and oceans. Water is seeped in the earth mixed with carbon dioxide and formed a mild acid, carbonic acid. Carbonic acid gradually dissolved away the limestone within the earth, and after thousands of years formed beautiful caves. In my thoughts, I heard the words of John Muir, a naturalist who was instrumental in forming our national parks. When we look into the operation of nature that lie within reach of our minds, we learn that no particle of our material is wasted or worn out. It is eternally flowing from use to use, beauty to yet higher beauty. I felt how the very substance of my body was once part of this rock, flower, tree. I am just borrowing this matter for a few years until once again, nature will recycle into some other form. In my imagination, I saw the world as essentially one whole, constantly in motion. As my dream ended, I heard Chief Seattle's words in my mind. All things are connected. You must teach your children that the ground beneath them is the ashes of our grandfathers. So so that they will respect the land. Tell your children what we have taught our children, that the earth is our mother. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the children of the earth. If men spit upon the earth, they spit upon themselves. This we know, earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. All things are connected, like the blood that unites one family. Whatever befalls the earth befalls the sons and daughters of the earth. Man did not weave the web of life. He is merely a strand in it. Whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. When I came back to Chicago, I looked around at our city in a whole new way. I saw all the development and progress. We have learned how to build all kinds of impressive technologies and vast systems of transportation. We have yet, however, to figure out a way to travel without spewing vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the air. We now know that the buildup of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere is directly linked to climate change. We have made tremendous progress, but I wonder if we have lost sight of the beauty and wonder of our star stuff and each other. What is our future? Can we harness the power of our knowledge without destroying the world and ourselves? Regardless of what happens, we cannot separate ourselves from our world. What befalls the earth also befalls the children of the earth. If we are to survive, we must see all creation as sacred. Teilhard de Chardin, a Jesuit scientist and philosopher, once wrote, "All matter is infused with the divine. The world has little by little caught fire in my sight until a flame all around me has become almost completely luminous from within." Chardin, along with Ignatius of Loyola, saw all creation as a vehicle to experience the sacred. We are called to be stewards of the earth. We must strive to walk lightly on the earth and to heal our wounded planet. The question I want to leave you with is, how do you see the earth? Do you see the earth and ourselves as sacred and God's gift? Or do you see our world simply as natural resources to be used up as you see fit?